Evening and welcome to Michael Pepper Tech. We are live on this beautiful Wednesday evening with a discussion on tech isn't boring and my thoughts on why that is, and my thoughts on maybe why some people consider it to be boring, and how you can kind of change your thoughts on tech as far as whether or not you consider it boring, exciting, interesting. Maybe share some of your favorite channels to watch with fellow watchers that are in the chat here, and kind of promote up and coming tech enthusiasts, tech lovers. And first off, I want to say that I will try to remember to put the channel links in the description afterwards. If you have not seen Barry Johnson's video about the Vivo X80 Plus, go check that out. You can find his channel at Barry Johnson. And um, let me start off by actually getting us so I can share this real quick here with you all. Let's get, okay. So if you do not know, and you are new to my channel, and you are kind of new to the way things go on, please let me get this here how I want it. That's not how I want it. There. There we go. Barry Johnson. He's an engineer, and the way that he looks at technology from the perspective of cameras, photography, build, just everything in general, and brings excitement to the and uniqueness back to the discussion and the way that he talks about it. And it's not just some recipe that we've seen repeated over and over again. Some channels that have been out there for a long time, I feel like, can learn from new channels. Raider Tech, good evening. Um, and for me, this is exciting. I've been around, I've been watching tech, I've been around watching tech and YouTube and different kinds of YouTube in general since basically the existence of YouTube 15, 16 years ago. Yes, I was only in high school, but I've been around watching it, enjoying it, and getting to know creators that have been out there in the space, new creators. And so tonight is all about appreciating my fellow content creators as we build each other up, as we grow together, as we learn together, and as we enjoy discussing what we love about technology together as a community and help each other learn, grow, um, and experience tech together and live it together. Because, as you know, I don't only talk tech, but I live it. So, Barry Johnson, shout out to him. He'll be on Easy Computers Solutions stream after this at 9 o'clock. The next creator I actually wanted to cover is, ironically, in the chat here. Yes, I have kind of a list of some. And his focus, at least so far, has been a lot on Android, and in particular, like the Tab S8 Ultra, the Z Fold 3, the Galaxy Book Pro 2, the Pro 2 360, basically the Samsung experience. And he shows you every aspect from just kind of intro of it to what you can do with it, learning how to live with and enjoy and experience your technology, whether you're using it to game, different cases you might want it, all sorts of in, introductory to these things that people don't always touch on. There's very few channels that I feel like are touching on this. They might touch on briefly and then move on, and he's been around for a little bit, but he's give him give him a chance. Go check him out. I feel like when I stumbled upon his channel, it was like he's been doing this for a long time. Just the way he talks, the way his voice is, and let's support him as a fellow creator. Hello, Savage. Hello, Sharky. Good evening. The next channel I want to touch on is Delvon Digital. He started, let's see, it's only been, well, his channel says, he's been at this for a few months or so now. Let's see when his longest video was. I'll say 9 months. He has some stuff older than that, but the way that he approaches it and these discussions and bringing life through like his experiences in life as a photographer, as a business person, and how the technology that he uses suits his needs is extremely unique, motivating. He likes the discussions. Sometimes there's a little bit of a drama stirred up in there, but he's always motivational. He's always bringing together community, joining live streams, doing things in his own way. And so I wanted to give him a shout out as well. Um, so if you haven't subscribed to him, go check him out. I'll try to remember, like I said, to put these all in the description afterwards. Another person I wanted to give a huge shout out to is Gadget Goddess, Kimmy. And most people in the chat here probably are already subscribed to her, know who she is, know what she's all about. If you don't, go check her out. She live streams on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. She will be on Easy Computer Solutions stream as along with Barry Johnson and a few others that I will be covering here at 9 o'clock following this. And so what I appreciate about her perspective on technology is that she doesn't just buy a product, push it aside. It's about the tech. You can tell she really enjoys it. She's enthusiastic. She loves her folding technology, her imports. And whether or not you're somebody who's going to buy one of these products, you can tell that she has a joy for it and living it through her eyes. And so I appreciate creators that can bring this enthusiasm, that can bring this joy, that can bring us along on the journey, that can show us, okay, this is what the product does well. Compare it to other devices. Here's some cases, here's some screen protectors, here's some issues I've had, and bring us a unique insight, as well as her wonderful sense of humor, her great camaraderie with fellow community, her memberships, in which she makes everybody feel special. She has the royal house, and so I just wanted to show appreciation to her as well. The next channel I want to touch on here, which I will just do it this way, Holler at your boy, LaShawn. King Pixel, the man who knows his trash. And if you haven't seen his stuff, go check it out. Like I said, these are all creators that you can tell that they have a joy for what they do. They take the time to share their experiences with us all, having regular day jobs, doing everything else, and motivating us, having some fun. His Friday nights live streams are a great way to end your week, kick off your weekend, sit back, have a drink, chill, have some fun, laugh, take a load off. But there's always serious discussion in the way as well, going through articles. So if you're not subscribed, again, as I repeat, go check him out. Go enjoy your technology. Go have a good laugh. Go experience things with him. He's recently been testing out the S22 Ultra. He's got some Sony earbuds in there, Tab S8 Plus that he's been rocking, and his willingness to try stuff and his willingness to show this experience with us all is awesome. The next channel in here that I'm going to cover. I love how YouTube makes featured channel links so easy. Biana Scoop. The man who knows his cameras, the man who shows his experiences with us all. Hey, Scoop. And is willing to open up about life experiences, is willing to show us his perspective through his eyes, through the camera, and do things that I feel like a lot of us want to be able to do, but don't always. And so, shout out to Scoop, another great creator coming in clutch, sharing, yelling at people as he's driving down the road. These people are all real and are all people that I love to rock with, and some awesome fellow creators. Speaking of uniqueness, fellow creators keeping it real, doing their thing, bringing us perspective, bringing us excitement in tech. Tech King Mike. Let's go check out his channel. I know that he just got a few TCL devices in hand. That's going to be awesome. This man right here is somebody who helped me break out of my shell. Sorry. He's a family man, not only his regular family, but his tech family, his tech community. He rocks with them all. He lets you know, hey, keep going, keep rocking it. And is motivating, bringing in new channels, giving people opportunity to hop on, crucifying you if you're not if you mess up a bit, giving people opportunities, joking with people. I'll never forget his sliding out of the chair, his his Don King impressions, his routines, and it's awesome to see him be. I know he part of Team Pixel in there, getting ouch. Oh, like cramp. I hate that. Getting us all excited on Saturday nights with the tech fights there for a bit, and I hope that those will come back. I know that he's been busy, new job, and I just want us all to continue to show him some love, some support, as he's done that all for us. Michigan man. Let's go check out. Let's see. Ouch. I hate this. Leg cramps. This is actually a channel that I haven't watched in a while. He's been off for the last few months. Oh. Leg cramps right in the middle of a live stream. Um so like I said, go follow, subscribe, just like I did there. Support our fellow content creators. Bring excitement. So those are some content creators I wanted to touch on tonight. I'll have continued lists as I discover more new channels, as I interact with people and am given the opportunity to shout out these channels. You know, the thing is, there's a bunch of small channels coming in and out, but I'm not going to just shout out on any channel, and I'm not going to just, show support without developing that connection, without developing this community. And so, um, another um, person I'd like to say thanks to, Jason C. Go follow him over on Twitter at Just Asking Tech, and I'll be right back. Hold on, like cramp. Hey, let's try that again. I hate that. Been drinking a lot of water, but with humidity and weather change, like cramp. Oh, another channel is Nassim Speech. He records everything with his iPhone, and he shows that you don't have to have all this fancy tech to cover incredible tech. He's been covering older devices recently, showing off like older iPhones and things, and covering technology from years ago, just showing how it withstands the test of time. Reader Tech. We should do a collab sometime, Michael. I think it would be awesome. Sorry about your leg cramp. That sucks. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Hit me up on Twitter. If you're not on there, I also have an Instagram. I also have a Facebook page, or email me at michaelpeppertech@gmail.com. And we'll schedule something out and put it together. I love doing collaborations and, sending off clips to people and supporting fellow content creators and giving my insight and my voice to things. And that's what I love about these live streams. And I have, 11 people in here watching me, and it's amazing to show support for our fellow creators and come in here in each and every week and do this and talk about technology, talk about how it's not boring. And the next thing I kind of want to cover, other than the aspects of coming into play about who you watch, but sometimes the mindset of seeing how other people use their technology, and it may be different from how you use it, but being critical of that can kind of make it a little dull. And what I mean is, I really enjoy watching and seeing these videos that Eric from Easy Computer Solution does, even though I'm not a gamer, even though I don't run multiple businesses on the daily, and so I'm not setting up and using Dex like he does. But I use Dex in my personal life, and it's really cool to see him use it. There's a channel called Mr. P. He's all about Dex. And so it's cool to see how people use these things and share that, because there's an intimacy and a personal aspect of that. And the personality of them shines through. And so that's awesome to me. And then you have, um, somebody like Barry Johnson, who he works in and around um, carrier stuff, and he knows about carriers. He knows about the the more technical aspect more than just the insides of it. And so he discusses these things and he brings that to us. And live streams, I think that people really need to support live streams more, because there's aspects that you get there that you don't get in the day-to-day videos from all these people when they come together, whether it's a Tuesday night with Gigi, whether it's a Wednesday night with Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, whether it's a Friday night over at Holler at Your Boys channel with LaShawn. We get to experience this together. We get to have this excitement. We get to see the interactions, the comments, the back and forth. People in the chat getting taken down a peg sometimes. People in the chat bringing up things, discussions on tech news, things that, as nerdy and geeky as I am about tech, things that I haven't heard about, things that I haven't seen. That's exciting. Very exciting. And inspiring and motivational. And this is what, when I hear people say, like, oh, tech is boring, or I don't have anything to talk about, or, you know, I'm running out of ideas. How about you reach out and work with other people? People that bring ideas, people that, there's no harm in reaching out and saying, hey, I'd like to work with you. Or, hey, do you have any cool stories about tech that you'd like to share with me? Do some reading, do some digging, do your research. Get excited again. Maybe start doing things with your technology that you haven't thought you could do. Maybe if you're somebody who always uses your iPhone to record, start using your Pixel. It's a little dirty. My son uses this. Or your Samsung device. Start using your regular camera. Appreciate the technology, experiment with it. If you're somebody who has never owned a smartwatch because you're like, what is this going to bring to me? I'm used to you using a regular watch and you're an Android device user. Maybe pick up a Galaxy watch and start off by using it like you use your normal watch, and just when notifications come up, you pick up your phone if there's something important. If they're not, you put it away. You let the exercise tracking automatically come in, the sleep tracking. This is where technology becomes exciting, and why I say I don't only talk tech, but I live it, because in order for us to really be excited about it, should we not only have it, but live with it, experience it in our day-to-day life? Don't force yourself to use it. If you have to force yourself to use it, you probably have the wrong piece of technology. Or, you know what? Like for me, I'm blessed with the technology that I have around me. I've narrowed it down. I've gotten rid of technology. I've moved on. And As Jason says, tech isn't boring. You just have to find what interests you, and that changes sometimes. Yes, like many of us have gear acquisition syndrome or tech um, addictions. And so, what do? You buy a device and maybe you get bored with it and you sell it. Maybe don't do that. Maybe see what's different about it. Yeah, because all of these are slab phones, but they all have things that are different. All of them can take really great photos, but there's aspects of the cameras that differentiate them. There's aspects of the screen, there's aspects of the technology that's built in. There's differences in the eSIM in this versus my Pixel that's on the wireless charger here. And there's these types of devices, and when I think about exciting technology, there's new things coming out that we can discuss. Get hypothetical. I'm not talking about leaks and rumors, but concepts. Maybe express your own ideas of what would make tech more exciting to you. Why are you bored with the devices you have? What do they need to do to get you back into it? Express this. Because the more people that do that and the companies see that, there can be responses. Interaction, community, connection, how we use the tech is what makes it exciting for many of us who are constantly excited by technology, who are constantly exploring what we currently have and looking at what else is out there, but not necessarily having to purchase what else is out there, but discuss it. Looking at new apps as kind of the processors and the cameras are starting to get to the point where for most people they don't always need something newer, but what about apps? What about services? What about um, your life? Do you have a health condition where maybe you can say, I use this app to monitor it, and this can help you too? Personality is why I watch a lot of these channels that I do and have moved away from watching some of the bigger channels. Realistically, when I talk about and I see the likes of really large channels like iJustine, MKBHD, Mr. Who's the Boss, and these big channels out there, I'll click on them more often when it's something like the vlog style things and I just want to listen or be entertained, or I want to see like what video footage did they get from it. I don't want to know specs. I don't want to see like the showcases that everybody does, that from year to year it's basically the same video with a different product. There's a cookie cutter aspect of it or a recipe. And so that's what's exciting to me about what aspects of technology are out there. Savage loves to talk about coding and he loves to look into how um like when there's an article out there and he um teaches me and I go look into these things and I don't always say anything about it, but that's what I appreciate about like last night watching a live stream and there was a discussion about the iPhone and how the location stays on even when you shut the phone off. How is it possible that people were taking advantage and manipulating that? And he brings up, well, they're using this and that. And that's exciting to me. We all deserve to learn, to be educated, to be entertained. This is what we need to do with our technology. You know, maybe if you feel like you've experienced everything, just go sit down at YouTube, Google your device, and then I say set it to like the recent month. If the device has been out for a while, set it to like the most recent month or week. And what you'll start to notice is people that are covering aspects that not everybody else covered, because the people that covered it early on just let it be. You'll see people touching on new software updates, new features, Pixel as Pixel drop. You'll see people talking about um, If you're into earbuds, you'll see people talking about the newly dropped Sony Buds or Sennheisers, or um, you'll see, if you're into leaks and rumors, you'll see that. I wish that YouTube did a better job at, like, oh, you've already watched it, filter that out. Oh, you've already watched a bunch of videos that are basically this, that are from the top, the 10 creators that all get the product in their hands initially, and you've already watched it. I wish that there was an option, a filter. But YouTube kind of tells us what to watch. And so learning how to aggregate that search and how the search works, similar to, I remember sitting in my classes and learning about how you can use plus to add in search terms in Google. YouTube is a search engine. It's just purely giving you results in video form. And so this is exciting to me to look into, to think about, to be motivated, to experience, to share with you all. I sit down here and I have a topic. But the list of creators that were in my mind that were floating around in there, I had a lot of the creators in there, but some of them came back to mind as I'm clicking through and as I'm thinking about who I wanted to talk about, who's exciting to me, who is excited about their technology. These people came into mind, and why is that? Because they're not like the rest. They don't just do it to do it. They really enjoy it. It fulfills them, and that's why I enjoy doing this each and every week. Whether there's, one person watching or 10, it doesn't really matter to me, because the joy in discussion. I had somebody say to me, "Hey, this person told me about your channel." Or this person keeps saying they enjoy your discussion and they listen to it and keep doing it. Thanks to Barry Johnson for saying, "Hey, let me know what, I know you've been moving things around. Make it so that I can share." That to me is important. That's something I didn't even realize. Like, hey, I need to look into. I've started using Melon app a couple months ago, and digging into and found out how to schedule it, so I could have that ahead of time, so that can be tweeted out, so people can be notified ahead of time, so people don't be like, why did I miss it? It pops up in their tweets. If they're following me, if they got notifications on, it pops up. Working on the way that I do this, the way that I do my live stream, the way that I interact with you all, the way that I bring in topics, working on a new intro. This is exciting to me, and this is things that I'm greatly looking forward to sharing with you all, and to showing you, like, hey, I use this as a content creator, but how can you all use this, and how can you all experience this, and how is it exciting to you all? How does my experience meld with your experience? How do these other people's experiences meld with yours? To me, the most exciting part about watching tech videos is not necessarily the tech, but the person behind it, the story that they have to tell, the way that they utilize the device, and the excitement from that perspective that's unique to them. And I could sit down and I could probably find a bunch of other people that are similar to me, that are, you know, socially dealing with some social issues, and they work, they stay at home, and the way they use technology is different than people traveling, and different than people who run their own business. They work a 9 to 5 on the road and get home and do things. Different than somebody who's single, different than somebody who doesn't have a kid, different than this and that and all this stuff, right? Or, and I could watch somebody who has very similar life. I could watch somebody who has a very similar life to me, but still get something out of it and learn something new. But I can watch these people who have a completely different perspective on life and be excited about it. People who will live through situations that I'll never understand. But how do they use their technology to help them? How do they use their technology to protect themselves, to be excited, to get the local news, to share the news? I'll never experience a hurricane or the fear of that or having to be prepared for power outages for days or weeks on the regular. But when I see people sharing about how they use technology to get through these times, when I see people like Juan Becknell talking about audio and talking about devices and things like that, and I see him talking about battery packs and using that, and I see people like TK talking about like brownouts and blackouts and using that to be able to support and live stream still, and I see people using their phones to show how they do that, and I see people like Easy Computer Solutions who runs a business on the daily yet spends time and hours on podcasts, hours on other people's channels, hours supporting the fellow creator when he doesn't have to do any of that. He could spend all that time just working on his own stuff. But to me, what that shows is an understanding that you can't do it by yourself. No matter what size your channel gets to, there always needs to be growth. There always needs to be somebody that you can talk to that can keep you going forward. There are channels with 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, a million, 5 million, 10 million channels. And the one thing that everybody has in common is the companionship that we need from people around us to keep us going, to motivate us. And so some of us don't have that. You don't have family that understands it. But what's great is there's other people that are our family that understand it. And that's been incredible experience to me, blessings to me, exciting to me. And that's what I love about these people and support with these people and how they support me. And I don't even know it half the time. They're having these discussions. And who the hell knows, like, who's watching me? I'll never know. There could be people lurking. I've had the most weird conversations I've had it where I've popped into a live stream and somebody's been like, "Oh, I know him," and I was like, "How do they even?" Well, duh, because if I have 758 subscribers, but I'm getting videos that have 1,000, 2,000. I'm getting videos that are getting hundreds of views every couple days that are old videos still. Obviously, people that are not subscribed are watching. If you're one of those, please subscribe. Please like, please comment, please let me know what brought you to my channel. If you've been watching for a while, do the same thing. Let me know here what brought you to my channel. If you go and you subscribe to one of these channels that I talked about in the live stream today, let them know that it's how you got there, because I think that people need to be inspired and recognize the community, that we can grow together, that we don't have to we're not fighting against each other. We're all here in this together. And that's exciting to me. And it's incredible the perspective of somebody who's a student enjoying their tech to somebody who's just graduating high school to become a college student that enjoys their tech, just getting out of college, headed into the daily adult life, enjoying things that we don't necessarily understand, but we get to experience through them. And I think for me, because I find it hard to interact sometimes and can be a little awkward, and if you don't notice that, well, duh. And if I, stop talking, I'm thinking, I'm processing. But to me, the exciting aspect is I get to experience things that I will never get to experience, most likely in my life, through people's eyes. So every tech video is kind of like a vlog in a way. Every video I watch, it's like, awesome. This person has all this knowledge and this experience and this equipment that I'll never own because, it's $5 million in technology. If I could own all the equipment and technology to do everything that I wanted to own, I'd have to have like a 10,000 square foot um house with half of that being like 2,000 of that being living quarters and 8,000 of that being studio, lighting storage, tech storage, woodworking. You know, I would love to be able to build desks and give them away. I would love to have a portrait studio where I can photograph for people who can't afford it and give that away. And this is all we all get motivated and inspired to watch different channels and to interact. And I think that we get to live and experience this and share this with each other. And that's what's exciting to me. And, Raider Tech says, your knowledge and passion for tech drew me to your channel. Sharkfin says, what brought me to your channel is your tech intelligence, your in-depth, sometimes out-of-the-box analysis. Yes, very out of the box. Talky. But like, if I can't take the time to talk about it, I'm not saying that short videos are rushed or that people do quick videos are rushed. I do quick videos. Sometimes all I need to say is that little bit. But to sit down and just discuss my way through things to get to a final destination, that's what I love about this. To talk into the microphone, to look at the camera, to learn how to do this, to learn how to make each and every week, each and every video better so that I might help somebody, so that I might make people think and bring joy to life. That's what's exciting about this. To me, there's TV shows and you can click and watch and you can view anytime and you can come and you can watch me live and you can watch the replay and you can watch, all these different channels and you can watch them anytime and it's exciting. But at the same time, if you're just thinking that technology is boring and you have no motivation, you're probably not going to watch tech videos. If you think that law analysis is boring, you're probably not going to go watch anything about the recent histories that's going on with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and you're probably not going to have discovered Emily Baker's channel, and you're probably not going to have discovered DIY perks if you're into tech but you're not really into DIY and woodworking, and you look on it and you go, I don't want to watch that, it's probably just a tutorial. But the way that he does it and explains things and shows it and makes it so that anybody can do it, you're probably not going to go watch some of these baking channels. Just as when you're on Netflix, if you're in the mood to watch a particular style of movie, like an action film, you're probably not going to go watch a drama sob love story necessarily. Now that might be in there, but that's what's exciting to me, to create something meaningful with my words, with the way that I describe things, with thoughts, because words to me are sometimes hard to come by and sometimes hard to express myself. So when I finally get the joy and the way to sit down and look at you guys and like bring you in to my life through the camera, that's exciting to me. Tech Fear Needs Lewis says, I discovered you because you're on Easy Computer Solutions channel on a live stream. Yes. Savage says, I like how you got the purple background. It's gangsta bokeh. Yeah. I like it too. It's subtle. So the hard thing about background colors is blue is too cool. I have white light in front of me, so I try to keep it warm. It's appealing. It draws in. A lot of time hospitals and doctors' offices use blues and greens, so I'm trying not to use that if I can help it. Let's see. Tech Loving Mama says, if tech is boring in your current niche, change your tech niche. Boom, problem solved. But apparently for some, it's not so simple. That is true. Also, I knew this. Tech Loving Mama loved the purple. Speaking of which, there were some iPhones that were leaked that one of the purple colors. I was like, I know Tech Loving Mama has her Samsung devices and she has an iPhone that she uses sometimes and an iPad, but man, if she saw that. So to me, the excitement about tech is more than just what it is, but what it can do, what it means to you, the discussions, the interactions, and how it has helped me be able to share with you guys because I can't just, I mean, I could, but like, am I going to just randomly send like, I don't know, Blu-rays or like some sort of digital media to random addresses and hope that people open it and watch and don't get like freaked out? But I can post a video, and if somebody discovers and clicks on it and likes it, they watch it. That's awesome. Um, let's see. The question going around on social media where it asks you what is the simplest thing that makes you happy. Mine is the color purple. Simplest thing that makes me happy. My son's smile in the morning. Or his mama gets up early and goes to work and hears that door and he comes running in and he cuddles up next to me and falls asleep, knowing that I am like what brings somebody comfort and happiness brings me happiness. Same thing that brings me joy in these live streams is like that other people get joy out of it. The other people come in here each and every week, no matter what I'm talking about, no matter how much I ramble and sit here and listen and watch. That's exciting to me. And that's motivational to me. I think laughter, um, the my upstairs neighbor has two little girls, twins, and when they're giggling, they run around and laughing, makes you think about like peaceful times and get away from like the stress of being an adult, I guess. And that's the other thing about like interacting this way. You can live in the now and you can talk about it. And yeah, you gotta like understand, okay, I gotta get up the next day and so don't stay up too late or whatever. Um, but that's exciting to me. Like that we can share these experiences together. We can interact together and I can do this thing and I can, relate to people and I can see like um foldables make Gigi happy. Yes. Technology that's not like offered here because you get great experience as well. And I wish like more people would be inspired to do that. I know that part of it's cost, and I know part of it is like people just go through their careers, but that's exciting to me as well. Is competition in technology, is health, mental awareness, physical fitness, accuracy and heart monitoring and EKG and ECG stuff, ability to reach out in case of an emergency, the smartwatches with like 14-day battery life that are being released, the new Huawei watch that came out today, along with their folding device that were made um, global today, is exciting to me. Looking outside of what's just in the US is exciting to me. Whether I can buy it or not, just like thoughts and impressions on it and discussion on the way that competition is out there bringing ecosystems is exciting to me. Um, Media platforms. There's been some things in tech news today as far as like RCS in India and how they've put ads in it. These things are exciting to me. These things are sometimes they're aggravating too, but I think annoying being annoyed by technology makes is what makes it exciting for a lot of us. Now, if it makes it unusable, that's one thing, but when there are issues, those are things that can be discussed. Those are things that can be exciting for some people. Some people, they're motivated by it because it's a way that they can trash a product for some reason. Other people are excited about it because it's something new to discuss and it's something new to ponder and analyze and think about, like, okay, take a deep dive and why is this going on? Um, Tech Loving Mama says, one of my favorite things that is tech related that really makes me happy is helping someone with their tech. I'm currently cleaning up an old PC for a friend so she can work from home, and I'm giving it to her for free. That's awesome. See, my goal about doing this is someday that products get sent out. I review so many products. I buy so many things. I can afford to buy so many things and then just give them away to people that need stuff. Help people in my life. Allow my wife to be able to be at home. Allow her to ultimately, she wants to run a daycare someday, her own. So get the licensing, have the space for that, have my own studio space, somewhere that I can go that I know that's my own. Um, I mean, this too. Used my phone to zoom today and found a mountain that I thought was a cloud the whole time. That definitely sounds like some people. Um, but that's the crazy thing about this. We have all this technology in the palm of our hand, and sometimes we discover new things with it, and it can be really funny. And with that being said, I would like to take a moment to, oh, come on, say thanks to Raider Tech, Savage Scientists, Easy, Bionic Scoop, Latrell Jennings, Barry Johnson, Jason C., Tech King Mike, Harmless Carl, Tech Lovin' Mama, Tech for Your Needs, everybody who came through the live stream, put a big thumbs up in the chat on as we wrap this up. Don't forget to like. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to share these streams out in each and every week. Share it before, share it after. Follow me over um, on Twitter at Michael Pepper Tech. And in combined, I guess I'm just saying, please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things. Hit the links down below. If you're into photography, go check out my Instagram on there as I share different stuff on my Michael Pepper photography than I do on my Michael Pepper Tech. Michael Pepper Tech is quite often thumbnails and tech related items that I've got in. And I will see you all. Well, I'll see some of you over in the chat on Easy Computer Solutions stream in a few minutes. I'll see you all next week, Monday night, most likely, and then back here again Wednesday, same time, same place. Peace. Hope you all have a good week. Thanks for being part of the Michael Pepper Tech crew. Love y'all.